I'm Jen Porter, and this is my mom, Pam Porter. So it's the Pammy and Jenny show for today. And we're going to do 4 songs together. And the first song is a song from my great-grandfather, right? Your grandfather, who sang songs at the cabin. He built a cabin in northern Wisconsin, and we would go there and sing songs. And this is one of them. And I always associate it with the cabin and the woods and wilderness. And when I go on my own hiking trips and bring my own little backpacker guitar, I often play this one to myself. So we'll start with That's Plenty. Twas in a hen coop one dark night I stopped to rest myself, when to my great surprise I sighed some pullets on the shelf. I tried to shake hands with a hen when some buckshot passed my head. I dropped that bird and turned around and to the gentleman said, Mister, now listen like a friend. There ain't no use to argue, we'll let this matter end. Excuse me, boss, if wrong I've done, there ain't no use to shoot that gun. Just move that much so I can run. Thank you. That's a plenty. I had a cold one morning, to the doctor I ran quick. He said I had the epizootic. Man, I sure was sick. He said that I should bathe each morning in cold water twice. But I told him when he told me to fill that tub with ice, Doctor, now listen like a friend. There ain't no use to argue, we'll let this matter end. Remember, I'm no Eskimo. I do not care for ice or snow. I'll take one bath in July, though. Just one. That's a plenty. A man gave me a 2-bit piece to guide him through the woods. And as we strolled along, a bear jumped out. Man, he was the goods. The man skidooed, I grabbed that bear. He gave an awful wail. The man yelled, stop, but I said no, I'm going to hold his tail. Mister, now listen like a friend. There ain't no use to tell me to hold the other end. You see, I've got to hold this bear. I'd just soon hold him here as there. As long as his tail has got one hair that long. That's a plenty. And a thunderous applause. Thank you. So, that was one of our sort of grandfather songs. I will say that another genre that we have really appreciated, both Jen and me, is the folk genre. I grew up in the 60s and just was a big folk music person. I learned to play my guitar, singing a lot of folk music, including many Peter, Paul, and Mary songs. Jen invited me to join her in a Peter, Paul, and Mary live concert, and oh gosh, it was just the wonderful thing.
I bawled my eyes out, I think, like 3 times.
And I sang every song with them. And I think it was during one of those opportunities with Peter, Paul, and Mary music that Jen and I realized that on this next song, we felt like our voices really blended well. See what you think.
Jesus met the woman at the well. Jesus met the woman at the well. Jesus met the woman at the well, and he told her everything she'd ever done. He said, woman, woman, where is your husband? He said, woman, woman, where is your husband? He said, woman, woman, where is your husband? I know everything you've ever done. She said, Jesus, Jesus, I ain't got no husband. She said, Jesus, Jesus, I ain't got no husband. She said, Jesus, Jesus, I ain't got no husband. And you don't know everything I've ever done. He said, woman, woman, you've got 5 husbands. He said, woman, woman, you've got 5 husbands. He said, woman, woman, you've got 5 husbands, and the one you have now, he's not your own. She said, this man, he must be a prophet. She said, this man, he must be a prophet. This man, he must be a prophet. He done told me everything I've ever done. Jesus met the woman at the well. Jesus met the woman at the well. Jesus met the woman at the well, and he told her everything she'd ever done. I should do that too.
For the record, by the way, the first song you taught me on guitar was Where Have All the Flowers Gone, which is indeed Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Yeah.
But that's the first tune you taught me so that I would have 4 chords. When you gave me your 1969 Gibson when I was 18 years old to go to college.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you taught me those 4 chords. And then that's all the guitar training I've ever had.
Yeah. Whoa. Well, you've come a long way,
I learned
baby.
from maybe an ex-boyfriend or two. I've learned from books and reading charts, and practice is basically the answer for all musical instruments, right?
Cool.
So the more I practice, the better it gets.
Yeah. I think I told you that once,
You
right?
probably did. Through how many years of lessons?
Of piano lessons, right?
5 to 18.
Yeah.
Thank you
all
for
those.
the lessons, as always.
Okay.
All right.
So, speaking of my grandfather and her great-grandfather and the cabin that he built and that we frequented every summer up near Hayward, Wisconsin, the other sort of folksy, kind of campy kind of song.
I think it's a camp song as in like work camps, turn of the century work camp. That's what I think these are from.
Yeah, and it could very
At
well
the
be.
end of a 12-hour back-breaking day, building a railroad type of thing,
Yeah.
they'd sing songs
Yeah,
together around the fire.
Around the campfire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the other big time song that I learned, and then of course when Jen came along, I taught to her. My sister knows it, my brother knows it, everybody that who was in our family knows it. Now you're going to get to know it. It's called Storybook Ball.
All right.
In Mother Goose's book up in the nursery, poor simple Simon said, I'm feeling sad. And little Tommy Tucker said he thought we ought to think of something that would make us glad. Then Humpty Dumpty said, let's have a party. And they called on the old woman in the shoe. And the cat, she brought her fiddle, and they played I Diddle Diddle. And what happened then I'm going to tell to you. Little Tommy Tuckery, high up in the cupboard, stuck in his thumb, pulled out a plum. Little Missy Muffet, she was sitting on a tuffet, and she said, yum, yum, please give me some. Little Georgie Porgy with his pudding and pie said, Mary, quite contrary, till he made her cry. And little Bo Peep, she lost her sheep, she couldn't find them, their tails behind them. Peter, Peter, Pumpkin Eater had a wife and couldn't keep her at the ball in the hall. Humpty Dumpty met her, said, I'll bet that I can get her out to the ball. That's not all. Old King Cole, that merry old soul, he fell for Mother Hubbard, blew his big rank roll by lollipops and pretties for the kiddies at the storybook ball. They danced until early in the morning, and they really didn't know when to stop. When the day was dawning and the kiddies all were yawning, they found the mouse that ran up in the clock. Then Jack be quick and Jack be nimble started, and over that big candlestick they flew. Then little Tommy Tucker began crying for his supper. Little Boy Blue, he said, I'm hungry too. Peter picked a peck of pickling peppers, brought them to the ball in the hall. Tommy the butcher's son stole a pig, and away he run to the ball. That's not all. Polly put the kettle on, the tea got cold, and they had to eat the porridge that was 9 days old. And Jack fell down, Jill broke her crown, spilled the water she had an order. 4 and 20 blackbirds, they were baking in a pie, and they refused to sing anything. Now wasn't that an awful way for little birds to act before the king and queen? Such a thing, said the knave and the king to the queen of hearts. Come on, hurry up, honey, and bring them tarts. She did, and the kids had a picnic at the storybook ball. Some ball.
Ah, yeah.
I can picture lots of nights at the cabin with our grandfather singing, playing the guitar,
Ukulele.
and all of it. Well, Grandma played the ukulele.
Oh, Grandma played.
And he
Great
played the guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought Bobo played the ukulele. No.
No.
Okay. Faith played the ukulele.
Yes.
And his name was Walter, but why
They called
why
him
did you
Woody.
call him Bobo?
Because when I was very, very young, evidently I couldn't say the word grandpa, but I could say the word Bobo. So we called him Bobo. That was all there was to it. He was great. He was a great guy.
He was
a
great.
retired minister. I mean, a minister all his life, and retired. And we went all the time to the cabin, and had wonderful family times.
It's definitely part of the musical genetics of this family.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say that too.
So we want to give you our final piece in the
Well, here,
in the
because it's
in the spirit of the holidays that we are coming to, and despite COVID, I'm going to don a little bit of festive wear. I guess I could have put her lights around my neck. It would be also festive, but I got these. See?
We don't have to make Christmas decorations into things we wear or vice versa. I think it's fun sometimes, but it's sort of a joke. I'm kind of making a joke.
Yeah.
This is really your tambourine. Didn't Dad and I buy that for you one year for Christmas? I think so. So she can play along with like Day Tripper.
Yeah, I love to accompany by using the tambourine.
I love it too. I love it too. All right, so one last little bit of trying to give a little seasonal cheer.
Yeah.
The season's sort of just beginning. It feels weird and different this year, as everything does. So make it normal. I usually do with music. It's the thing that grounds me the most. So I always come back to it. And this year I have a lot of friends who decorated early, and I thought, yeah, this is the year. If any year to decorate early, it's this one, right? So. Hold on. All right. Okay, so one last song for Jenny and Pammy together. Sending out all of our love to everyone. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Bring us some figgy, bring us some figgy, bring us some figgy pudding. Don't bring some right here. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. Bring some right here. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Enjoy your holidays.
Love you.
Love you.